You know, people talk about money like it's some kind of destination, but it's not. Money's motion, it's flow. And when the world becomes unstable, when prices rise and markets tighten, liquidity becomes your oxygen. Think of it like this. If your business, your family, or your next great idea suddenly needed cash, could you move instantly? Could you breathe? Because liquidity is your breath in finance. Most people chase the shiny stuff. They buy assets they can't touch, houses they can't sell fast, cars that drain them every month. But when things shift and they always do what saves you isn't what you own. It's what you can access. Liquidity means readiness. It's discipline. It's the difference between reacting and acting. When markets panic, the liquid thinker becomes the buyer. When others freeze, the one with cash flow moves forward. Protect your cash flow like it's your heartbeat. Keep 3 to 6 months of living expenses in reserve accessible, not buried in speculation. It's not about fear. It's about optionality. Freedom is the ability to decide when and how you move. And in moments like this, when inflation whispers and credit gets expensive, that's when I like to analyze. I check data, look at trends, review flow. Sometimes I use Money Board. It's a clean way to see real-time financial pulse points. The kind of clarity you need before you make decisions. It's not hype, it's awareness. Liquidity isn't hoarding cash. It's designing flexibility. It's about being ready to invest when opportunity appears, not when someone else gives permission. Liquidity gives you leverage. In time, it gives you choice. When everyone else is locked into their commitments, liquidity lets you breathe. It's simple, really. Liquidity is what keeps the system alive. When you lose it, the entire machine starts gasping for air. You don't need to be rich to have liquidity. You just need to be intentional. Spend less than you earn. Keep cash flow moving, but don't block it. Make it efficient. Make it sustainable. People often underestimate how powerful liquidity is. It's not about just having money sitting around. It's about being able to deploy it at the right moment. The best deals, the best investments, the biggest leaps forward, they usually happen when someone else can't move. And you can. Liquidity gives you that edge. It's quiet power. You don't see it until you need it. So yeah, in this economy, liquidity isn't just about financial safety. It's about evolution. The economy is changing fast. Technology, automation, everything. The ones who stay liquid can adapt. The ones who don't get stuck. Liquidity is motion, and motion is survival. Optimization. It's not a word people use much outside engineering, but honestly, it's everything in life and money. It means taking what you already have and making it run better, faster, cleaner. You don't need more resources. You just need to use them smarter. That's what most people miss. They think success comes from expansion, when in reality, it comes from refinement. Every dollar, every minute, every system you touch, it either compounds or decays. And the difference is optimization. Look at your finances the same way an engineer looks at a rocket. Remove drag, reduce waste, increase thrust. If something isn't adding value, it's slowing you down. Cut it. You don't have to live minimalistically to optimize. You just have to be intentional. If your money goes somewhere, make sure it has a purpose. Because optimization isn't about restriction, it's about precision. And precision leads to acceleration. People overspend because they confuse motion with progress. Buying things feels like movement, but optimization is measured in results, not receipts. You want efficiency, not noise. You want to know that every bit of energy you put into the system gives you the maximum possible output. That's what optimization does. It makes you more productive without necessarily adding more effort. When I look at financial systems, personal or business, I always ask, where's the friction? Where are we leaking energy or money or time? Sometimes it's subscriptions you don't use. Sometimes it's emotional spending. Sometimes it's inefficient systems that no one questions. Fixing these isn't glamorous, but it's powerful. Every percent you improve compounds. That's what platforms like Money Board help you see. They don't tell you what to buy or sell. They show you where your systems leak, where your habits break, where your flow stalls. It's like running diagnostics on your financial engine. You don't fix what you can't see, and you can't optimize what you don't measure. Optimization starts with awareness, and it ends with design. Design your spending like you design a high-performance machine. Simplify your processes, automate what's repetitive, remove what's unnecessary. Most people think they need more income, but often they just need better optimization. When you cut waste, you buy back control. You stop chasing growth that doesn't matter and start focusing on what compounds. The people who thrive in unstable economies aren't always the ones with the most money. They're the ones who manage it with precision. You don't need to be extreme about it. It's not about cutting everything. It's about sharpening everything. Even small improvements matter. Saving 1% here, 5% there, it all adds up. And when the opportunity shows up, you're ready. You have the flexibility, you have the reserves, and you have the systems that make scaling effortless. Optimization isn't just financial, it's mental. It's clarity. It's the confidence that comes when you know you're not wasting time or energy. That's why it feels so good when things run smoothly. When you open your finances and everything is in flow. No stress, no panic, just controlled momentum. That's the goal. To live and build systems that work for you, not against you. To remove chaos and replace it with order. Because when your systems are optimized, growth becomes natural. Progress becomes predictable, and success becomes a side effect. Optimization is mastery in motion. It's how you turn average into extraordinary, not by doing more, but by doing better. Adaptability. It's probably the most underrated financial skill in the modern world. People think being rich means being stable, but real stability comes from being able to move fast when the world changes. And it always changes. The economy shifts, technology evolves, jobs disappear, new ones appear. And everything you thought was permanent suddenly feels temporary. Adaptability is what keeps you alive in that chaos. You can't predict everything, but you can design yourself to survive anything. The best investors, the best entrepreneurs, they don't cling to a single plan. They evolve their strategy in real time. When conditions change, they pivot. When the environment turns, they adapt. That's not luck, it's system intelligence. It's awareness. Most people resist change because they see it as loss. But in finance, resistance is expensive. The faster you adapt, the cheaper it costs you. If you see a market trend shifting, move early. If your income source weakens, replace it before it collapses. If inflation starts eating your savings, adjust your portfolio before panic hits. That's adaptability, it's proactive evolution. I've learned that the world doesn't reward the strongest or even the smartest. It rewards those who respond fastest. If you stay flexible, you stay relevant. If you stay rigid, you break. And that's not philosophy, that's math. Systems that don't evolve die. Simple as that. Adaptability doesn't mean panic. It means preparation. It means building systems that can bend without breaking. Your finances should work the same way. Multiple income streams, scalable side skills, emergency liquidity, a portfolio that can absorb shocks. Adaptability isn't about perfection, it's about resilience. I use data a lot to stay ahead of the curve. I look at real-time economic shifts, market volatility, consumer behavior, and new tech that can reshape the landscape. That's why I like tools like Money Board. It helps visualize these shifts. You can actually see your financial adaptability score change when you modify spending, savings, or investments. It gives clarity, and clarity makes adaptation easier. Because adaptability is a mindset before it's a strategy. It starts with the belief that change is not your enemy, it's your advantage. Every disruption is an invitation. Every failure, a prototype. Every obstacle, a lesson in design. That's how you think like an engineer about money. You keep iterating. You keep evolving. In 2025 and beyond, this skill matters more than ever. The job you have today might not exist in 5 years. The investments that worked last year might collapse next quarter. But if you're adaptable, you'll keep building. You'll find new ways to win because you're not married to the method, you're loyal to the mission. Adaptability means you're always learning. You don't freeze when things go wrong. You assess, adjust, and accelerate. It's emotional intelligence meeting financial intelligence. It's the balance between patience and decisiveness. And once you master that, the economy doesn't scare you anymore. Because no matter what happens, you move within .so. Remember this, adaptability isn't a reaction, it's a design. Build your systems, your habits, your money flow around flexibility. Be ready to change direction without losing momentum. Because in a world that's constantly shifting, adaptability isn't just a skill, it's survival.